Hey everyone, and welcome to our deep dive into Christmas decor trends for 2024 and 2025. We've got a really fun mix of sources for this one. YouTube trend videos, articles from Better Homes and Gardens and Decorators Warehouse, even a blog called Around My World 24.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But basically, we're giving you everything you need to plan the most stylish holiday season ever.
I love it.
So
let's dive in.
yeah, let's jump right in.
What I found so interesting going through all these sources is that there's this really cool blend of nostalgia and brand new ideas, like this pull towards those warm, familiar Christmases we remember. But also, people are getting really excited about fresh, modern takes on holiday decor.
Yeah, and I definitely saw that too. Like, people seem to be really drawn to that cozy, classic Christmas vibe. A lot of the sources highlighted retro and vintage themes, old-fashioned Santas, shiny, bright ornaments, that classic red and green color combo.
That's so classic. I think it makes sense. In times that feel a little uncertain, people kind of find comfort in those familiar things. And the holidays are already so tied to our memories and traditions.
Totally.
So bringing back vintage elements, so it creates a sense of warmth and continuity.
I love that.
And who doesn't love a little dose of holiday cheer?
Exactly. But it's not all about looking back. There's also this big trend towards natural rustic decor.
Yes.
Woodland creatures, pine cones, wooden accents. And get this, mushrooms are popping up everywhere. Mushrooms. I never thought I'd see the day when mushrooms became a Christmas decor staple.
It's definitely a little quirky.
It is.
But it's gaining traction.
Yeah,
I think it reflects a growing awareness of environmental concerns and this desire for authenticity. People are drawn to natural materials, handcrafted items, decorations that just feel connected to nature.
Yeah, that's a really interesting connection. And speaking of colors, Pink Christmas, or Pink Moss, as some are calling it, is really having a moment.
Pink moss.
Pink moss. Yeah. So we're seeing everything from soft pastels to bold fuchsia, even pink Christmas trees.
Whoa!
I have to admit, I kind of love it.
Yeah.
It's just fun and unexpected.
Right. It's playful and whimsical. And this is actually tied to a larger trend we're seeing called bar decor, which uses those vibrant pinks and has that playful aesthetic. And now that energy is spilling over into Christmas, which is really shaking things up.
Yeah.
I think it shows that Christmas decor doesn't have to be limited to just red and green anymore.
I totally agree. And while we're on the topic of color trends, another one that really stood out to me was the use of jewel tones.
Yeah?
Like that deep emerald green, sapphire blue, and especially ruby red, almost like a burgundy.
Oh, very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Jewel tones definitely bring a sense of sophistication and richness.
Right.
They can be paired with metallics for that extra sparkle, or used in a monochromatic scheme for a really bold statement. Imagine an entire Christmas tree adorned with deep burgundy ornaments and accents, maybe with some touches of gold.
Oh, I love that.
It would be stunning.
And speaking of sparkle, it seems like metallics are everywhere this year. We're seeing entire trees covered in gold, silver, bronze sequins, even disco balls.
Wow.
It's like everyone is ready to embrace the glitz and glamour.
It's interesting to think about why that might be. Maybe after a few challenging years, people are just craving that extra dose of optimism and celebration. It's like bringing that light and joy right into our homes.
I could definitely see that. And it wouldn't be Christmas without some sweet treats, right?
Oh, of course not.
But this year, the classic theme is getting a pastel makeover. Think gumdrops, marshmallows, macaroons, all in those soft, sugary colors.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
It's such a fun twist. It adds a touch of whimsy and playfulness. And it taps into that sense of childlike wonder that we all associate with the holidays. It's almost like bringing a candy store to life on your Christmas tree.
That's a perfect way to put it. Now, before we go completely overboard with all the sugar and sparkle, let's talk about a trend that's both stylish and responsible: sustainable decor.
Yes. What's so fascinating is that eco-friendly decorations are no longer this niche thing. They're really becoming mainstream, and they're absolutely beautiful. We're seeing gorgeous ornaments and decorations made from paperwood, wool, other natural materials.
And it's not just about the materials themselves, it's also about making mindful choices, like opting for LED lights, repurposing items you already have, supporting local artisans. It's a way to celebrate the holidays in a way that aligns with our values.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between enjoying the festivities and being mindful of our impact on the environment. And the good news is there are so many beautiful and creative options available now. You don't have to sacrifice style for sustainability.
Okay, are you ready for some seriously stylish trend spotlights? Because some of these are truly unique and eye-catching. One that really caught my eye is Regency Core Christmas, inspired by the hit show Bridgerton. Think elegant velvet toil patterns and those gorgeous pastel hues.
Ugh, Regency core, that's a fun one. The Regency era was all about extravagance and refined elegance. It's no surprise that it's influencing Christmas decor now, bringing a touch of historical charm and sophistication to the season.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, toil is a type of fabric with a repeating pattern, usually depicting pastoral scenes.
Right, thank you for explaining that. I can totally see those delicate patterns and luxurious fabrics, adding a touch of royal elegance to a Christmas setting. And for those who love a cozy, adventurous vibe, the ski chalet theme is gaining traction. Imagine rustic wooden accents, ski-themed ornaments, and a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's like bringing the slopes home without the freezing temperatures.
That's a great way to put it. The ski chalet trend speaks to that desire for escapism and a yearning for those simple pleasures of nature. It's about creating a cozy retreat where you can relax and recharge.
You know what's funny? These two trends, Regency Core and ski chalet, seem so different. Yet they both tap into that desire for a special, curated experience. It's like people are looking to create these little worlds within their homes, each with its own unique atmosphere and story.
I think you're spot on with that observation. It's fascinating to see how people are using decor to express their individual style and create these immersive experiences within their homes. And speaking of creating a cozy atmosphere, another trend that caught my eye focuses on the use of rich jewel tones. These rich colors create a sense of warmth and intimacy, perfect for those cozy nights by the fire. Imagine a fireplace mantle adorned with deep emerald green garlands and flickering candlelight. It just sets the mood for a magical Christmas. And we were talking about jewel tones, perfect for creating that cozy, intimate atmosphere. Like, think about those cozy nights by the fire, and a fireplace mantle adorned with deep emerald green garlands, and you've got flickering candlelight. It just sets the mood for a magical Christmas.
I can practically feel the warmth radiating from that image. And speaking of those classic elements, several sources emphasize that traditional Christmas decor is still super popular.
Yeah.
The red and green Santa Claus, those twinkling rainbow lights that never go out of style, it's like this warm hug of holiday cheer.
It really is. And there's a reason why those classics endure. They evoke that sense of nostalgia and tradition that people just love. But even these classics are getting a modern update. One source mentioned this trend of maximalism in Christmas tree decorating.
Technolism.
Yeah. Going big and bold with tons of ornaments, ribbons, textures.
Oh, maximalism. I've been seeing that everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like saying yes to abundance and letting your personality shine through.
Right.
It's definitely a statement. And I kind of love the boldness of it.
It's a celebration of individuality. It's a way to showcase your unique style and create this visually stunning display that's totally unique to you. And you know what else stood out to me? The focus on personalized and handcrafted decorations.
Oh, yeah.
DIY ornaments, family heirlooms, unique pieces that tell a story.
That resonates with me so much. I have a few special ornaments that have been passed down through my family, and they always hold a special place on my tree. They're not just decorations, they're little pieces of history and memory.
That's beautiful. That's a wonderful example of how Christmas decor can be a tangible representation of family history and shared experiences. It's about weaving those personal touches into your holiday display, making it truly meaningful and unique.
Yeah, it's like creating a visual narrative that tells the story of your family and your traditions. And speaking of personal touches, one YouTuber shared this really sweet tradition. She has a collection of ornaments that mark special moments in her children's lives, like their first Christmas or a special trip they took. Each ornament tells a story and represents a precious memory.
I love that. What a beautiful way to preserve those special moments and bring them into your holiday celebration year after year. And these personalized touches don't have to be elaborate or expensive. It could be as simple as a handwritten tag on a gift, or a child's drawing framed and displayed as part of your decor.
Those are great ideas. It's those little touches that make a space feel so personal and inviting. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about some tips and tricks for creating a truly show-stopping Christmas display. One expert suggested starting with the garland and using a spiral technique to create a full and balanced look. It sounds like a great way to make sure your garland looks lush and evenly distributed.
Garland is so important. It's such a foundational element in Christmas decor. It adds texture, dimension, visual interest to your tree mantle or staircase. It really helps tie everything together.
I can definitely see that. It's like the ribbon that ties the whole present together.
Another tip was to layer ornaments strategically, starting with larger ones on the inside branches and gradually adding smaller ones towards the tips. It sounds a great way to create depth and visual interest. Absolutely. That layering technique prevents your tree from looking flat or sparse. It's about creating a dynamic and engaging display that draws the eye and keeps you discovering new details.
And speaking of creating a magical atmosphere, we can't forget about lighting. One source suggested using a mix of traditional string lights and more modern options, like twinkling LEDs or color-changing bulbs.
Lighting is so crucial. It really sets the mood and the ambiance. Warm white lights create that cozy, intimate feel, while twinkling lights add a touch of magic and sparkle.
And for those who love a tech twist, you can even get smart LED lights that you can control with your phone. You can change the colors, patterns, even sync them to music.
It's amazing. It's amazing how technology is influencing even the most traditional aspects of Christmas decor. It's about creating a personalized and interactive experience that enhances the holidays.
Right. You can literally set the mood with a tap on your phone. And let's not forget about the base of the tree. One source suggested thinking beyond the traditional tree skirt and getting creative with tree collars, baskets, or even a mini winter village scene.
I love that idea. The base of the tree is so often overlooked, but it's a fantastic opportunity to extend your decor theme and add visual interest. It's all about creating that cohesive and stylish look from top to bottom.
And speaking of style, one expert really emphasized the importance of choosing a theme that reflects your personal taste and carrying that theme throughout your home.
That's a key point. Christmas decor shouldn't feel like an afterthought. It's about creating a curated and intentional look that reflects your personality and style. Whether you prefer classic, rustic, or modern, there's a way to make it your own.
And ultimately, it's not just about the aesthetics, right? One source reminded us that the true spirit of Christmas lies in creating joy, sharing traditions with loved ones, and making memories that will last a lifetime.
Absolutely. That's the heart of it all. Christmas decor is simply a backdrop for the warmth, love, and connection that we share with family and friends during the holidays.
Yeah, it really is about those special moments and connections. So after exploring all these amazing trends, what does this all mean for you as you plan your own holiday decor?
That's the exciting part. It's all about figuring out what speaks to you personally. What story do you want your home to tell this Christmas? Do you want those cozy, familiar vintage decorations? Are you drawn to the natural beauty of woodland elements? Or maybe you're ready to embrace the playful whimsy of pink and pastels.
I love that way of thinking about it. Your decor telling a story. And you don't have to limit yourself to just one theme, right?
Absolutely not. Don't be afraid to mix and match trends to create a look that's uniquely you. You can combine vintage ornaments with natural elements, or add a touch of sparkle to a rustic setting. It's your chance to get creative and let your personality shine through.
That's so liberating. It's not about following rules. It's about creating a space that feels authentic and joyful for you and your loved ones. So if your Christmas decor could tell a story, what would it say about you?
That's a wonderful question to think about. As you start decorating, what colors, textures, and themes speak to your heart? What memories and traditions do you want to honor? Let those be your guide as you create a space that reflects the spirit of the season and the unique beauty of your own story.
I love that. And remember, no matter which trends you embrace, the most important thing is to create a space that feels warm, inviting, and filled with the love and joy of the season.
Beautifully said. May your holidays be merry and bright, filled with laughter, warmth, and those magical moments that make this time of year so special.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Christmas decor trends. We hope you feel inspired to create a holiday season that's both stylish and meaningful.